Have you ever found yourself in a moment of quiet, sitting alone, staring at the ceiling, wondering, is this it? The same mornings, the same routines, the same outcomes. Life, day after day, starts to feel like a loop, predictable, safe, and oddly hollow. You tell yourself you're doing okay. You're comfortable. You've got stability. You've got things others might even envy. But something deep inside keeps tugging at you. A whisper that says, there's more. That whisper is the truth. Because beyond the life you've settled into is the life you were meant to live. And the only thing separating the two is your comfort zone. Let's call it what it is, a trap. It's warm. It's familiar. It's easy. But it's a cage with invisible bars, reinforced by fear, routine, and excuses. You see, comfort feels like a reward, but often it's the cost of growth, the cost of potential, the cost of truly living. We've been conditioned to seek comfort like it's the ultimate goal. Get the job, get the house, get the routine, and then just coast. But no one ever changed the world from their comfort zone. No one ever discovered their greatness without first facing discomfort. So let me ask you, when was the last time you did something that scared you, not because it was dangerous, but because it demanded more from you? When was the last time you failed at something and were proud you tried anyway? When you stay comfortable for too long, your dreams start to decay. Not because you don't have what it takes, but because you never gave yourself the chance to find out. That book you wanted to write, that business idea you keep putting off, that version of you who's stronger, sharper, more fulfilled. They're all out there on the other side of resistance. But resistance is uncomfortable. So we retreat. We scroll. We binge. We make to-do lists we never finish. We choose distractions over decisions. And here's the brutal truth. You don't avoid discomfort because you're lazy. You avoid it because you're human. You're wired to seek safety and certainty. But just because it's natural doesn't mean it's right. Growth doesn't happen where it's easy. Growth happens when you stretch, when you stumble, when you get uncomfortable and keep going anyway. Your comfort zone is the deadliest place you can live. It doesn't kill you quickly, it starves you slowly. Of ambition, of purpose, of passion. Every time you choose comfort over challenge, you choose temporary ease over permanent progress. And it's not just your goals at stake, it's your identity. The longer you stay in the zone of just enough, the more you forget what you're capable of. But here's the good news. You can break out, not by waiting for motivation or inspiration or some perfect timing, but by taking action, messy, uncomfortable, imperfect action. You see, success isn't built in comfort. It's built in sweat, in effort, in fear faced head on. It's built when you show up on the days you don't feel like it. When you do the hard thing before you feel ready. That's where transformation lives. That's where confidence is forged. Not from results, but from courage. If you want to change your life, you have to change your patterns. You have to start saying yes to things that make your heart race. You have to stop treating fear as a stop sign and start seeing it as a compass. Fear is not your enemy. It's your invitation. It's your signal that you're heading somewhere new, somewhere meaningful. The version of you who achieves everything you want. They're not waiting on the couch. They're not scrolling through their phone. They're out there taking risks, making mistakes, learning, growing. They're fighting for their life and loving every second of it. So here's what I want you to do. Think of something you've been putting off, something that matters, something that makes you nervous. Now write it down. And tomorrow, start. One step, one action, one decision. Maybe it's applying for that position. Maybe it's going to the gym, even if you don't know what to do. Maybe it's recording that first video. Maybe it's just getting up 1 hour earlier to work on you. Don't wait for permission. Don't wait for the fear to go away, because it won't. You have to move while afraid. Act while uncertain. Show up while imperfect. That's how confidence grows, not by eliminating fear, but by proving you can move through it. And the more you do that, the smaller your comfort zone becomes, until one day the thing that once terrified you becomes your new normal. And then you chase the next mountain, because that's what growth is, a never-ending process of becoming, of stepping into discomfort again and again and choosing to rise. It's not about being fearless. It's about being brave, and bravery is a habit. So what will your life look like 6 months from now if you decide today to stop settling? What would change if you made discomfort your default? If you started running toward what scares you instead of away from it? The comfort zone will always be there, waiting, tempting, soft but safe, and ultimately suffocating. You don't belong there. You belong in motion, in momentum, in a space where you are tested, refined, and rewarded by the fire of challenge. You have more in you, more strength, more creativity, more potential, and the world is waiting for it. But no one's coming to push you. No one's coming to carry you. This is your job, your decision, your life. So destroy the comfort zone. Tear it down with action. Smash it with consistency. Burn it with courage. Don't step out of it obliterated, because when it's gone, you'll realize something powerful. The real you, the strongest, boldest, most alive version of you was never trapped. They were buried, under fear, under doubt, under comfort. And now, it's time to set them free. So, here's your challenge. Do one uncomfortable thing this week. Just one. It doesn't have to be big. It just has to be bold. Start the thing. Speak the truth. Say yes. And if you do it, if you take that first step, do it again next week and the week after, until discomfort becomes your greatest ally. Because when it does, you don't just survive, you soar. You don't just improve, you transform. You don't just live, you lead. Now tell me, what's one fear you'll face this week? Leave it in the comments. And if this message hit you deep, if it reminded you of who you really are, then like this video, follow for more, and drop a comment to tell me what you want to hear next. Because remember this, growth doesn't start when you feel ready. It starts the moment you destroy your comfort zone.